Testing, testing. Testing microphone. Testing lighting. Testing setup. We've got bots from the last haul. Notes for this haul. And a mail call.
I have summoned you here for a purpose.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Ultra Transformer Hall number 6. Like Police Academy 6, or Terminator 6, I didn't even bother with that one, or Star Trek 6, which I quite like. It's actually my favourite Star Trek number 6. As usual, before we get into the haul proper, and I start showing you the bots, I like to take the opportunity to tell you what I've been up to. Sure, on my own channel, but more importantly, other people, the work I've done on other people's channels. So let's do that before we get into the bots. But just to tease you, what you can expect later, we've got KOs, we've got reissues, we've got G1, we've got G2, we've got A Siege, and Earthrise, Kingdom, Studio Series 86, Generation Selects, some comics, and paperwork. Also, this was most unexpected. As you saw just now, this arrived today from our friend, Input of Input's Toy Reviews and Stop Motion. I sent him a box and he opened it up live, and I thought, since I was filming this today and it's a whole video, I thought I'd open the box. But having already spent like the last week filming and animating my robots for the whole footage you're about to see, I didn't want to delay this video by another good couple of days to like animate all this good crazy stuff. So we'll have fun after the haul, and we'll come back and we'll open this box. So you got that to look forward to. Thanks, Input. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room, and by elephant I mean Bumblebee. This thing is not mine. Every time Baybot's nephew, who is 3 I think, comes here, he's obviously like totally fascinated by my robo room full of toys, and so I've gotten into the habit of giving him something each time. Like from my box of meh robots, he's had a hose head without the head, he's had a getaway without the Power Master engine, and I'm running out of stuff to give him, you know. He's not having the Megatron or the Jetfire. So when we were in Smith's toy store, we picked up this for him, which hopefully satisfies him. So that explains that. Right. First of all, let's do my channel before we go on to other people's channel, and I want to thank everyone who came to, or subsequently watched, my first ever live stream to celebrate my first year of YouTube and my birthday haul. There were more people there than I thought there was going to be, and I especially want to give a shout out to Kato, who I forgot to shout out on the night.
Sorry, Kato.
Man, it's hard to keep up with all the chitter chatter. I was watching it back, and I missed so many great comments, and I missed some people turning up. If I could do it again, I would notice those people. I'm really sorry, but I had a great time doing it, and I hope if you were there or if you watched it, I hope you enjoyed it too. Top comment goes to Cardboard Bots for asking the question, is Input related to Peanut? And when I first met, I've known Peanut for years, but when I first met Input, I kept calling him Peanut by mistake, and now I do it to Peanut. I keep, FaceTiming him on WhatsApp, and I'm like, oh, how's it going, Input? Peanut. So it does screw with my brain that those two names are so similar. They don't really know each other, but I could tell you now, they would get on like a house on fire. So, thank you everyone who came to the party. You'll have noticed on the channel recently there was stop motion, but it was not The Legend of Zarek. That is being worked on. I've had some great special effects work sent through to me by Stevie, our friend, and it's proceeding. But the thing that went up was God, spending all this money on warforcybertron. I was like, I've got to animate with it, haven't I? I've got to do something. So I did a little short with Input and Crimson Raptors, lending their talents one more time to the channel as G2 Sideswipe and Red Alert respectively. And it's also a pleasure to welcome new talent to the channel in the shape of Nindrago, Harry Alpha Scrapper, and AHM1K. You guys all did a cracking job, smashing. I don't know who stole the show. Nindrago was so dry as G1 Sideswipe. I told Input I wanted my G2 Sideswipe to be like a 90s douchey kind of bodacious Turtles meets Bill and Ted kind of character. Harry was hilarious as Zeta, and Kyle... Did I just dox him? No, he does say his own name on his channel. AHM1K was brilliant as Deep Cover, and Crimson Raptors was just adorable as Red Alert. So that was received well. I mean, it wasn't booed out of town, considering I'm known more for the G1 animation. Y'all's accepted it on the channel, and there'll be more to come. I'm actually waiting for the Kingdom Rodimus figure to do my next short, but the shelf date was pushed back by about 6 weeks over here recently, from like July the 1st to the middle of August, so... but yeah, that's coming. Okay, that's my channel. Okay, let's start with the AHM1K. So I joined his Discord a while back, which is open, and we got along, and he messaged me, and I think we got along. He messaged me and asked me if I would like to play Cyclonus in his next project. So I said, oh, yeah. I was wondering, like, ooh, what's that called? It's called Cyclonus Honor, he said. I thought, ooh. It turns out Cyclonus was the main character. So that was a lot of faith you put in there, in me there, buddy. So thank you. I hope I did okay. The video was done okay. When you sent me the script and I read it, I thought that this was a really original idea and well-chosen Transformers to feature. So it was a real pleasure and a thrill to be in that, and I'm very happy, I hope you are too, with how that turned out. There's a link to this in the description. Thank you very much for involving me in that. I've also stormed one of his streams, I think, with Crimson and Input. You can find both in the Me in Other People's Work playlist on my channel. Next, I want to thank Danni Dolphin for allowing me to storm one of her live streams. Also, there was Optimus, Wilbur, Crimson and Input. It was really, really late here, but I was off work and I was just like, oh, can I jump in? And we had a great time. And the conversation that we had, a mutual friend watched the stream the next day, and it led to a little something that's going to be featured in the haul, so I'll come back to that later. But last week as well, she invited me back on the channel with Wilbur, and last Saturday we hung out, we chilled for a couple of hours, and we spoke Transformers, all sorts of retro stuff, gaming, growing up. It was great. It was great chat, great fun. So thanks for having me on the channel twice, Danny, even though I invited myself in once. Oh, that's a monkey, not a dolphin. Input has released the latest episode of Season 5. That's right, Season 5 of the Transformers. As he says, if Hasbro won't finish the job, he will. And it continues to be a pleasure to be involved in that project. I got to play a new character in this one. I won't spoil it. There'll be a link to this in the description as well, but you can also find it in the playlist I just mentioned. I really like the way that's unfolding, dude. I hope I can be in more episodes. Go and check that out. I really want to give a shout out to and thank Arrowfyre, who has a series on his channel called Autobots and Decepticrafts. I think I've got that right. Sorry if I butchered that. But it's basically a series in which he highlights the work of other creators, whether it's on YouTube or Insta or wherever. And that's a very selfless thing to do, you know, to use your platform to promote others. And it was a great honor to be showcased, man. Thank you very much. You might remember in haul number, I don't know, 3 or something, I mentioned a guy called Basti Knapp, who reviewed one of my episodes in character as Starscream. We've since gotten chatting on Instagram. And he... I'm
on Instagram, by the way.
And he asked me if I would like to play a character in one of his stop motions. And it's a Lego Star Wars stop motion. And I'm playing a Jedi. Now, that's a new experience for me, because I usually like to support the Empire in Star Wars for the good work they do. For example, in the first Star Wars movie, A New Hope, when the Death Star blew up Alderaan, they reduced unemployment on that planet to 0. So I think that's worth supporting. That's not quite out yet, but I will drop a link to his channel, and as soon as it is out, it will appear in the playlist here on my channel of me and other people's stuff. So again, really enjoyed reading your script. I think my first ever non-Transformers voice work. So thanks for that opportunity. And where is it? It's been a week since I said those lines. No, you take your time, buddy. I can't wait to see it. That's Basti Knapp. It was great fun to appear a couple of weeks ago on the TFReviewers channel in a panel featuring Danni Dolphin, Ugly Wretch, it's just a name, he's not that ugly, and TF Fanpage 101. Cardboard Bots and Wilbur were slated to appear as well, but real life comes first. They couldn't make it, so hopefully sometime in the future I'll get to hang out with you, Cardboard. Great fun to talk to you guys, and link in description. My buddy Crimson Raptors. How long have we waited for some content on your channel, my friend? Well, finally something dropped, and boy did it drop. The teaser trailer for your upcoming warforcybertron stop motion series. It's done very well, congratulations, you must be very proud. I play Impactor.
Let's rock and roll!
I may have other roles going forward, I don't know, can't say, who can say, nobody knows. But that was a very exciting watch for a teaser trailer. It had some great talent in it, some famous, in the community voices, brilliant narration by Nindrago, and there's going to be a second trailer, I believe, at the end of July, maybe, something like that. And then the full series is launching towards the end of the year, I believe. So I couldn't be happier for you. It's gone well. You deserve it. Mario. Lastly, I'd like to mention Orbital Bacon, who is a real big name in the voice acting community. He worked with some huge channels, and he turned up to my live stream, so thank you. And he approached me shortly after and asked me if I'd like to appear on his channel. He does a 3 times a week sort of live stream in character, in a succession of characters, mainly Optimus Prime, but he also has Shockwave and Wheeljack, Soundwave, Starscream. I forgot, what the hell is the phrase? That you don't see him, the robots are on the screen and they're moving to his movements. I'm so sorry, I don't know what that's called. I'm such a boomer. But so yeah, he does like a podcast style sort of streams, discusses the news, topical events, Transformers stuff, other pop culture stuff, Marvel Universe, or that kind of stuff. And he asked me to come on and do a Q&A with him. Only he would obviously be in character, as he is in all of his streams, as Optimus Prime for this stream. And I would be in character as Unicron.
Optimus, look! It's Unicron!
Oh no! The Chaos Bringer is here! Quick, feed him Starscream!
What now? I'm high in fat!
Damn it, that didn't stop him! Oh shit, what are we gonna do now? A most excellent question.
Usually I'm nervous appearing, especially on other people's channels, but because I wasn't me, because I was playing Unicron for the whole time, right? I kind of wasn't nervous, and if I was, when I first met him behind the scenes, about 20 minutes before we went live, he was just the kindest, most welcoming, nicest guy, and he really put me at ease, and we had a great laugh after the stream as well. Thank you so much for having me on as Unicron on your channel. That was crazy, and that was a few weeks ago, and a couple of days ago, he did a similar thing to Arrowfyre. He used his stream to highlight the work of other creators, which, as I said, is a very selfless thing to do, to use your platform to talk about other people's work. And, I was shocked when I woke up the next day and saw the thumbnail, because it's a bit late at night when I've got work the next day, so I watch his streams in the morning. Bacon for breakfast, I like to call it. And I was quite shocked to see my face on the thumbnail in a pleasant way, thank you very much for the showcase of my work. It was well analysed, and I look forward to having you on the channel. We have already discussed that. You're not finding out about this now for the first time, I think. So thanks, Orbital. I think that's everything. I think we can move on to the bots now. Just a reminder as well, after the bots, we're doing the box from Input, so I hope you enjoy the haul. It's quite a lot of stuff. It's all the stuff I've had since my last haul, which I think was in March. So we're talking everything I've bought in April, May and June. And we shall start, as ever, with the paperwork. Well, first up is this very well looked after booklet featuring the box art of Ultra Magnus, but flipped. It's the Stars mail away one. Lovely pictures there of Reflector, Thundercracker, Ratchet, Mirage, mail away for VHS cassettes. We got Downshift, Camshaft, and Thingy. Sunstreaker, Wheeljack. And, oh look, Ultra Magnus's address in California. Cool. Put that there. Focus. SOS Optimus Prime is back, packaged in with the Power Master era Transformers. Now this is quite nice, look, got a little story to go with it. Hemisphere of Light, some Autobot stuff there, if you're into Autobots, or Hemisphere of Darkness, the cool hemisphere, Decepticons. And got yourself Chrome Dome, Hot Rod, Sure Shot, Mindwipe, and Trigger Happy. Ooh, look at that t-shirt in the middle. Anyone got that? Does it still fit? Be honest. And finally, this is really, really nice. It's another Stars one, I think. Beautiful picture of Thundercracker there, which, as you can see, splits. And then you've got Sunstreaker Autobots, which folds out again to show the transformations. That is really, really nice. I'd never ever seen this before until I saw it on eBay. I never pay much for these booklets. Some people do overcharge for them, but most people don't. So don't get ripped off if you're into this kind of stuff. They're absolutely lovely, this one. And there they are. So there's a retro store in our town centre called the Retro Stash, and it's a great place. And it's from there I got all of these comics, and we'll start off with issue number 200. I have 100 and 300, so it's nice to have this one. Here they are. A lovely pile of comics. Got some slightly more unique ones here, summer specials. And look at that, the poster magazine from the 86 movie. That's what the poster looks like, Americans. Not the one with, you know, yeah, that one, not that one. And that's what it looks like folded out. These are quite nice. These are not hardback, but more, you know, collector's edition, sort of carded, sleeved ones. And I'd never seen this before, Battle Beneath the Ice. This has got some great toy-accurate art in it. Take a look at some of these pictures. Yeah, so that's great. Thank you, Retro Stash. We'll be coming back to them. I say thank you. I paid for them. They weren't free. We'll be coming back to them later. Oh, would you trust this bot with your kids? Look at that. Right, this is a battle beast. This is actually the one left over from my childhood, and I had about half a dozen of these. They were made by Hasbro, but in Japan they were actually a part of the Transformer franchise. They were Autobots and Decepticons, and in fact in the Japanese Headmasters anime there is a episode featuring them. There you go. So I have decided to reacquire the ones I had as a kid. So this is, I think this guy's name is Magikarp. I'll be joking. I can't remember what his name is. But this is Triple Threat Snake, and this is Gruesome Gator. Yeah, I'm going to be getting some of these, and I may even feature them in my series, Battle Beasts. So this is my first ever SirToys haul, and I've got a bag full of oversized Micromasters, 2 bags full of KO Micromasters, some oversized funky coloured cassettes, and a sort of slightly less than deluxe scale Fort Max. The Fort Max looks alright, but he's pretty weak. I wouldn't want to transform him, but he looks nice on my shelf next to my comics. The oversized cassettes look fantastic. I absolutely love the look of these guys. And just for comparison, there's the original Ratbat. So we got Steeljaw, Ramhorn, Slugfest, who's probably my favourite, and Ratbat. I haven't gotten round to opening these guys yet, but I think I'm going to treat these when I do to some stickers and some chrome pen. And here's all of the little Micromasters, which I got because I thought, well, they scale so well with Zarok, it's a cheap alternative to real Micromasters, and they're a bit unusual. I thought they'd be good for world building. I think these guys are my favourites, the LGBT Constructicon squad. So yeah, there's my first ever SirToys haul. I wonder if there's a Lady Toys. Oh, actually, yeah, I can imagine what they sell. Scrap that thought.
SirToys!
So back at the Retro Stash again, I went in for some comics, but I left the comics on the shelf because I came out with the Insecticon 3-pack with the amazing artwork. So there we've got Bombshell, Kickback, and Shrapnel. And this is the Edition Platino. There they all are. As you can see, they come with Energon cubes, which I've been meaning to have. I've been wanting for a long time because I have use for them in the series. So there you go. Now I've got some Energon cubes. They're still all securely tied in there. I'm not going to keep them tied up in there. I will take them out when I need them. So that's the Insecticons. Next, we've got Astro Train. This came into stock on Zavi for like £15 a pop, so I got me and Stevie one. which means that I now have 3 Astro Trains. So let's just put the new one in there and see. There you go, look at them. I guess I need a unique name for the white one now, because of course the one on the right there is Shuttlecock. I don't know, maybe I should call the other one Moonraker. Or was that too on the nose? Astro Squad! Yay! So next up is a black KO of Bumblebee, and I've decided to call him Beetle. There's his box. Obviously, he's not black on the box, sadly. And I really, really like this guy. For a KO, he's not loose or, he's well made. And my G1 Bumblebee comes from this box set, which means he has a cartoon-accurate face. So there is quite a bit, to differentiate between these two, not just the color, but the face mold as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with this very cheap purchase. Next up is Ricochet, which counts as a Japanese exclusive, I suppose. And there he is, absolutely beautiful. Hey, look, the bot with the golden gun. He comes with a Target Master as well. I believe that's just a recolor, or maybe even just a straight copy of what we call Nightstick. But damn, the gold is popping on this guy. Obviously the same mold as Jazz, and one more look at that gun. Next up, I told you I was gonna get a mind wipe. To follow on from the junker I got in the last haul, and here he is with Vorath. So my collection of Decepticon headmasters is growing. I've got Snapdragon and Weird Wolf, and now we got Mindwipe. Haven't got around to putting my Toy Hacks labels on him yet. Let's have a little look at Vorath, and there you go. There's Mindwipe in Bat mode. Next up is my first ever G2 bot, and it is, it's Sizzle, isn't it? Love those G2 crazy early 90s colors. Sadly, it no longer works as a functioning cigarette lighter, but delighted to have this guy in the collection. Right, I'll see if I can do this without any puns, but it's gonna get hard. This is Erector, and there's actually quite a lot going on with this bot. Good articulation in sort of crane mode. The reason I got this is because a channel I really like, a guy called Zeta Versus, did a great video on this. A lot of his videos are quite like satirical, very tongue-in-cheek, very funny, very well delivered, and he did a video on Erector, and I thought, oh man, I gotta get myself one of these bots. He just did such a good job of selling it to me. Transforms into a great little sort of military artillery platform. There used to be a Toy Hacks upgrade set for this guy, but I can't find it anymore. I saw it on Patriot Prime's channel, and it looks great. Next up is a couple of things that were sent to me, gifted to me by a friend of the channel, Lee. How's it going, mate? This is one of the most amazing things I think I've ever been sent. I don't think I would ever have thought to buy something like this, but I'm so grateful for it. Look at this. This is a mint on card. Oh, I say mint. Yeah, it's pretty near mint on card. Early 90s Swindle G1 Classics reissue. The card is in great condition. There's no yellowing on the figure or on the bubble. The glue is still securely holding that bubble in place, and this is just a very, very unique thing to have. Thank you very much, man. This is, well, as I said, this is really special. So what I plan to do with this when we finish doing out the house and I get a new room to put my collection in, is I plan to send this off for grading. Not because like, ooh, I want to see what score it gets. I mean, I don't really care what score it gets. The idea of grading is they send it back to you, encased and sort of supported, vertically. And as long as I don't put it in direct sunlight, which I won't, it won't degrade any further. So that is what I've got planned for this absolute treasure. Thanks, Lee. Also, Lee, thank you very much for this amazing Technobot set. Afterburner, Strafe, Back Away, Lightspeed. Oh, that's an Uzi. Nose Cone, and of course the leader, Scattershot. Uzi, and together they form the hugely impressive
Computron.
which I never had as a kid. I had Nose Cone, but I never had the full set. This was officially your birthday present to me. It arrived, there were months between the swindle and this Computron, so thank you very much for my birthday present. Blew my mind opening this package up, and had a lot of fun with them. I haven't stuck the stickers on them yet because there is an upgrade set for these to give them that cartoon accuracy, so I've ordered them, and hopefully I can show you what that looks like in the next haul video. Yeah, it's an Uzi. Lee, you're the best. Speaking of the best, there's another best. A gentleman called M3. And he sent all the way from sunny California, the promised land, these two cool stickers, his logo, and I don't know who drew this picture of him with the eggplant, or aubergine, as we call it. A boxed Japanese reissue hot rod. And he also sent a great little gold Megatron. I love gold Megatron. It takes me back to the really early drawings of him. Sometimes he appeared like this in the comics. Since I already have a hot rod, I'm not going to open this beautiful little thing. I'm gonna look after this. I'm gonna keep this just the way I got sent it. It's my first ever. I haven't got this particular box design for anything Japanese, so he's gonna stay right in there. And Gold Megatron articulates a little bit. I was going to take him to work. I wanted to put him on my desk, but some scab will probably steal it, so I've kept it on my desk here at home. So yeah, thank you so much for all this stuff, Marcos. Can't wait to be on a live stream with you one day, probably on Pax's channel. There he is, look. Yeah, he is as cool as he looks. Thanks, M3.
Deuces!
I want to take you back to Danni Dolphin's channel. The first time I was on there with Input, Wilbur and Crimson, we were talking about Graham's customs, Graham the Collector 75, and we were looking through them on Instagram. Hi, Graham. And I said, I didn't think Graham would watch it. No offense, Danny. I just didn't think Graham would hear our conversation, and I said that I really liked his custom Seekers that he did, his custom G1 Seekers, and that I would kind of like to ask him to do one or pay him to do one, but you know, I know how busy he is and he's got a young son, so I wouldn't ask him. But yeah, he heard the conversation and he contacted me and he said he would be delighted to do one, and take a look at this. Absolutely mind-blowing. I told him I wanted it to be G2 inspired, you know, so some crazy color combination. So we settled on this gorgeous bronze with this really bright lime green and silver sort of trim, if you like. The idea being it would be something unique I could use in my stop motion series, which I shall most definitely and soon. And it doesn't have a name yet, but you know, it will, and a cool one too. I know you want to see it transformed, so do I, but it's not the kind of thing you play around with and transform back and forth for fun. Not that I'm saying it's a bad job or anything, it's not. It's a brilliant job, it's amazing, but you know, the less playing you do with something like this, the more gentle you are with it, the better. So for you and I, we will delight in its robot form at the same time when it appears in the stop motion series. Graham, thank you so much for the work you put into this. You are a artiste, sir, and I cannot wait to feature this. So there's a toy store by me called The Entertainer, and they don't stock warforcybertron, but they do stock these. So yeah, got these.
Run!
I do like this guy. He's very heavy duty, very imposing, very mechanical. Look at that stupid tin robot head from the 70s. It's kind of charming. I had Trypticon as a kid, so I like the idea of having Brunt as a deluxe figure. Lovely hands. He does come with a gun, but when you've got hands like this, why use it? so I tend to just clip it to his back and leave it there. I really like this guy. He's a hell of a brunt.
Sunstreaker.
That's how they say Sunstreaker in Liverpool. Yeah, Hasbro, I really love the varying shades of yellow. Great job. Hi, Sunstreaker. A good head sculpt. No denying that. Well, after buying up so many side swipes, I thought, well, I might as well have Sunstreaker. And there was only one left on the shelf, and it's probably going to be an extortionate price on eBay in a few months, so I thought I'd pick him up anyway. So his engine, is that his engine? On his back is supposed to double as his gun, but nah, I ain't buying that, Hasbro. He looks like he's scanning the local area for life forms or something. I know I sound like I don't like him, and well, yeah, I'm happy to have him, but he isn't amazing. He's middling. At least they painted his wheels. He's burgundy, and he does this. That's Warpath.
Inferno, where are you, Inferno? I need you.
Here he is.
It's Inferno.
Relax. I passed on Grapple because he just wasn't very sexy, but this guy's red. He's very sexy. Fantastic head sculpt again, very noble looking. I almost passed on him too, I guess, but I was just running out of things to buy, and there he was on the shelf, and I'm really glad I picked him up. I think he counts as my first Autobot Voyager, and he's very poseable, very sturdy, very chunky, great fun to play around with. Gets excited easily. So it took me a while, but I have Optimus Prime, the Kingdom version. Very happy with him. I can't believe I went so long without an Optimus Prime, considering I've got the Megatron. I was sent the Megatron by Lee. Thanks, mate. Quite a while ago now. Another winner there as far as the head sculpt goes. Yeah, weird that his gun does that. So he's the anchor in any collection of Autobots, obviously. He's got wheels on his bum, and the backs of his legs look like that, and he has a trailer that's pretty crap, so I just leave it in the box. And apart from the grey tab sticking out of his gun, he is fantastic. I'm really happy with him. I wish I'd got him sooner. Actually, no, I don't, because the Kingdom one has the best box.
Impactor.
Yeah, big fan of Impactor from back in the day in the UK Marvel Comics. I decided I liked the Netflix colorway the most, so I got him. He's quite a chunky dude. And another great head sculpt. His legs ain't half hollow, though. He's quite difficult to animate with, or at least mine is. He's very stiff. He's got a high waist swivel. It's almost a chest swivel. And his ankles are just designed a bit strangely. And he does the hippie shakes quite well. There he is, sitting down on the job. And yeah, like, now I feel like I can build a Wrecker squad featuring whoever the heck I want, because I've got the leader. So I've started a mission to get all the Sideswipe molds because I like them. He looks pretty slick in blue and black, and they are good fun to animate with. I like to try and do something different with his weapon combination, so it's shoulder mounted for this guy. They balance beautifully. They're well weighted. So this is my third experience of the mold after Sideswipe and G2 Sideswipe. Have a seat, Deep Cover. Yeah, so as I said, AMH1K played Deep Cover for me, so we'll cover his transformation. There you go. Another bot that I wasn't really interested in getting this guy because I didn't need a Quintesson army or whatever the heck it is. But there was nothing much else on the shelf that I wanted, so I picked him up, and the only other mold I have of this is Crosshairs. He comes with a hammer. Oh dear. Yeah, so I turned him into a Decepticon, and I decided to name him Side Iron. Yeah, so...
Side Iron.
And he is helping to swell my Decepticon ranks. Oh, look. Matrix Bearer. Makes more sense than giving Hot Rod one. Yeah, so there's Ironside.
Hotlink and Sparkle Seeker.
So for the longest time, I only had Starscream. I wasn't that in love with the mold, but again, it was Baybot who said that I should really get Sparkless Seeker because we were in the toy store and he thought it looked really, really good. So I picked it up. There wasn't much else. Really, really desperate for the next wave, Hasbro, if you don't quite mind. And this is where my love of the mold began. So as soon as I got home, I was like, oh, I had to get on the internet and get Hotlink, who, well, both of them actually are painted beautifully, and until Input started throwing customs out, Hotlink, I think, was the best painted Seeker. So Sparkless comes with these dudes, and Hotlink has these little dudes. I decided to call my Sparkless Seeker Wing Spite. So,
Wing Spite.
I know all the 13-year-olds are calling it Shitstorm, but I didn't. Great to look at, great fun to animate. Yeah, Hotlink and Wingspite. Now I need to get that red wing. Well, there isn't any nice box art to show you for the Generations Selects, obviously, so let's just jump straight in.
Red Wing.
So Red Wing was the last of the Seekers that it was possible for me to pick up without paying through the nose, so I went ahead and got him, or her, as Crimson Raptors has gendered him. But you know what? His collection, his rules. There's not much to say about him that I didn't say about the other two, only he doesn't come with little Target Master dudes. Probably my least favourite of the three, but still a great looking figure. Apparently Red Wing is a rude phrase or word in America, but it isn't over here, so who cares? But slag is a rude word over here, but not America, and we can't call slag slag, so what's up with that? Yes, slag. Again, kind of covered this with Brunt. What's different? This guy's head is a whole lot more fun. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you this with Brunt, but this is their gimmick. It's lovely, isn't it?
Roller Storm.
Now, I like Zeta a lot, but Rotor Storm takes the title as my favourite of the Gen Selects 3 that I bought. I think this guy is absolutely stunning in these G2-inspired colours. Comes with a set of double guns that you can hold in each hand, or both in one hand, or on each forearm, or my favourite combination is to put them both on one forearm. Impressive. Loving the late 90s G2, G1.5 color scheme, and he's so nimble, and this is my only experience of this mold. I didn't get a Spinister, and I'm not sure I'd like Spinister as much anyway, okay? So screw you, Spinister. Moving into the final stretch with Studio Series 86, and it's Hot Rod. Yes, he's probably miscategorized as a Voyager. He's a deluxe with a lot of gimmicks and extras, but I bought him knowing that, so who am I to complain? Here's one gimmick I do like. Yeah, that's cool. I think he's probably one of the best looking bots that we've had in a very long time. He has a pizza cutter, and 2 guns, and some other stuff that I left in the box. his knees do this, which I don't like, and he doesn't carry quite as well as Cyclonus. And these shoulders and I are never going to be best friends. So he ain't perfect, but he's pretty good. Yeah, this is Cup. Apparently. Do you want to see something really scary? Look at my face mold. He looks like he's been shot with a shotgun. Does anyone else's look like that? And, oh yeah, he does this. Because, you know, in the film, he does that. Jazz. Jazz does what he should. He looks like Jazz. Paying attention, Cup? Got ourselves a super duper little face sculpt there. And Jazz is the bot who likes to get funky. A very big thank you to Crimson Raptors for the forearm fillers. They make all the difference. His right knee does this. Come to think of it, they both do. But there is a workaround. See? Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you, Stevie, for the special effects on Rotor Storm and... what did I call him? Side Iron. Yeah. I've cleared the decks. I've messaged Input to tell him that I'm about to open the box, and this is what he has to say about that.
What is wrong with you? You've had that box for so long. It's been sitting in your lap, it's been sitting in the floor, it's been sitting on your desk and all around your house. Open the damn box, do it now. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Just do it now.
Well, all the way from USA to Uck. How much did this cost for you to send? Oh my... I don't know what I still don't know what's in there. I will extract a... Oh my god, it's ratcheted. A Siege Shockwave and accessories. Now, I only saw Shockwave on the shelf once, and it was at the beginning of my collecting the modern figures, and I passed on him, and I never ever saw him again. And I thought I'd never get a Shockwave, but Input found Shockwave. Well, he said they're on clearance over there. He found it in a bookstore in his hometown. Oh my god, it's so cool. He's got the fist rotation. Got a full thingy with his head for all the way around. I'd make a good reviewer, wouldn't I? His head does the thingy, everyone. Thanks, Input. I mean, this alone. I mean, I could throw the rest of this away and be very happy. Does he really come with that sword, or is that a third-party thing? I needed a sword for an idea I had for a short, but I didn't want to use Springer's swords. What's the story behind this sword, buddy? Tell me. I don't know what order to open these in. Okay, let's open this. This is a custom he did. He was making, I believe, a custom Black Zarek, but then they announced that there would be an official Black Zarek, and it looks sensational. Got the colours on the head as well of can't quite see, but we've got the colours of Zarek. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I love it. I love it. We will be making use of this person too. We've got some peeps. They look marshmallowy. He said he was going to send some treats that we do not have over here. It's a bunny rabbit. You can't really see because of the glare, but it's a cute little yellow bunny rabbit. Oh man, that is sugary. I love it. I love it. Yes. Yes. Stevie P83, my friend, my effects guy, my Shockwave. He has sent a second Shockwave for you, for the good work that you have done on his channel. and the voice you have lent to his channel. There is a Shockwave in here as a thank you for Stevie P. I know that's going to make Stevie's day. I'm pretty sure Shockwave is probably his favourite Transformer. 2 Shockwaves, twice the logic. Oh, got a Big Bad Toy Store card, which I've never had because I've never ordered anything from Big Bad Toy Store because I can't. Now, Baybot likes spicy stuff. I don't, but I'm still going to try this. I'm learning to like spicy stuff, okay? But it's a very slow, gradual process. Whataburger Spicy Ketchup. Never heard of it. We don't sell it over here, so that's a good thing. That's a nice, unique sort of piece of Americana. I will be trying some of this myself, mate. I can assure you of that. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna do this one last. Dude! This is something I do not have and that I've missed the opportunity to get and is now a little bit pricey over here. But this is a Thundercracker, which looks absolutely beautiful. He's really nice. That is a nice blue. It's a nicer blue than... It doesn't quite do... You know, when you see them on webcams, or you see... Even if it's a good webcam, you've got the lighting, and of course, my lighting is probably affecting the look of this, but I won't transform him. I'll transform him for this for a closing shot later, but hard to get now over here without, as I say, paying a little bit of... quite a bit of extra for it. Thank you, dude. Thank you for sparing me one of your many Thundercrackers that you need... for your customizing. It was really kind of you to send that. Thank you. I've got 2 little things here. Which means this is my custom Seeker, ladies and gentlemen. Requested to be a G2 inspired, gaudy, colours don't match kind of early 90s sort of affair. Wow. Shit, I feel like I shouldn't be touching it after I've touched those marshmallows. Wow. Again, I promise when I do a closing shot, it will be with a better camera in better light. It's looking very washed out here, but it looks so good. So good. Purple, the orange, the black, the silver crotch. Oh. Yeah, and it's better at a distance. The line there separating the 2 colours. How does he... I mean, well, he takes them to pieces and does all the pieces individually. That's how it looks so good. Wow. I realise I'm just looking at it saying wow, and you can't see it very well. But you will. And right down to the orange null rays. Beautifully painted. No blurry bits, no paint running, paint fading, paint crossing. Nothing's... absolutely stunning. And again, the pictures... It's different when you've got... If you've ordered a custom from him, it's even more impressive when you're holding it in your hands. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much for my birthday present and all of these little extras. Shockwave and Thundercracker and a custom Zarek. Little extras. Right, in here we have got... because Hotlink and the Sparkless Seeker comes with little Battle Masters or Target Masters. Oh my word. So cute, so cute. Here's the second one in opposite colours. So we've got, purple legs and orange arms on one, and the purple arms and orange legs on the other. Did I say that right? They're the inverse of one another. And even the faces, you're not going to see on this camera, but even the tiny little faces and the tiny little eyes are painted. Absolutely stunning. I've got something along with the custom that Graham made me, I've got a couple of things that no one else has. I couldn't be prouder, I couldn't be more pleased. Hit him up if you want something. Although he is quite busy, so be nice when you do it. Just gonna clear the bridge. This is some quality Texan bubble wrap. It's as dear to me as the contents of the box. Well, I guess it's time to close out the video so that you can have a good look at these. Thank you, everyone, whether you've been on my channel, whether I've been on yours, whether you've left a kind comment or you shared my work. Thank you for making the last few months so very, very special. I'm absolutely loving having a Transformer channel, which is a year old now. You think I'd be used to it, but I'm not. As promised, let's finish with a sweeping shot of both booties. Until next time, I still haven't got a sign off.
Confesses to cocaine shame. Roger Rabbit rolls another ether again. Sonic seems slower, going up them hills. You'd be too addicted to pills. Mario spends all his time crying in dark rooms. That's what you get, abusing mushrooms. The princess is no help, she's addicted to crack. And since the marriage ended badly, she ain't going back. Why couldn't childhood last forever? Why can't grown-ups fly? Oh, Optimus Prime, you can't die. Oh, Optimus Prime, you can't die. Gummy bears on ecstasy are chewing up their gums. Inspector Gadget holds up banks with go-go gadget guns. A fat Master Splinter lights another fag. The turtles ground the Thundercats like cats in a bag. Danger Mouse has crashed the house and slit both of his wrists. Since the show was cancelled, the high life he has missed. Penfold, however, he doesn't care. He played the markets, he's a millionaire. Why couldn't childhood last forever? Why can't grown-ups fly? Oh, Optimus Prime, you can't die. Oh, Optimus Prime, you can't die. Childhood lasts forever. Why can't grown-ups fly? Oh, Optimus Prime, you can't die. Oh, Optimus Prime, you can't die. Why couldn't childhood last forever? May I please turn time back? Optimus Prime, you must lead the attack. Oh, Optimus Prime, you must lead the attack.